Oh, we're actually going. All right.
We're going, man.
We're going. Where are we going, Chris? Where are you taking us?
I am Chris Artino.
I am Johnson.
And I'm Laura.
Hanging out in my wing. Slap Studios.
Yeah, baby. Ring for the wing.
Thankfully, not underwater, but oh my God, like a block away it was, and I didn't even know.
Yeah, we've had. You were busy during. You had your own thing going on.
I had my own thing going on.
Wow.
But, well, first of all, this is season 3.
Season 3. Welcome.
Season 3, everybody. This is what it's like. It's so much different than season 2.
It's different vibes. It's got different vibes.
You can feel it,
I
right?
feel the vibes have shifted.
Yeah, I feel it too.
Mm-hmm.
The flood came, washed things away. We're starting anew.
That's right. The animals all came. They attacked. They stole.
The
they
boat,
raped.
the
They
boats,
pillaged.
When animals attack.
When animals attack.
Yeah, it wasn't much of a break.
No, I had like crazy things happen.
Yeah,
like,
we didn't go on vacation.
No,
it wasn't. It all went downhill after that trip to the dispensary.
It really did. After that, the lights went out in that candy shop, and it's been darkness, honestly, since.
Yeah,
it's been darkness.
That should have been our first clue.
Yeah, you're right. The last hurrah.
The last hurrah.
Before the end.
Before the end. I mean, it's biblical proportions. Like, look what's we have a look at the things happening.
Know, but who knew the apocalypse would be so slow?
Slow and
Yeah.
drawn out.
Slow.
You would
It
always-
be quick. It's always you grab your kids quick at the playground.
Yeah, and you have to get to the top of the hill, and you're sending them off on a motorcycle with the baby, like that kind of thing.
Oh no! I just melt at the playground.
Oh, I
Yeah.
survive. I
oh
live.
no, I melt.
No.
Yeah, I'm holding on to that fence. Where Sarah Khan is crying, watching me.
It's just, and instead, it's just you're
It's
at
just-
the playground with your kids, going, "What's it gonna happen?"
No, instead it's you get stuck in a flood, and
Yeah.
you have to get rescued by firemen with your daughter in the car, and then you just have to call insurance.
Yeah,
Like, this is the apocalypse.
I want to
This-
see that in a Will Smith movie. I want
just
to see
waiting
like
on
5
hold.
different floods. and-
Yeah,
yeah.
Just minor floods.
Will Smith has to meet Tom Cruise in Boston. Disgusting. Yeah, so I think you got the flood the worst.
I think so.
I got hit with
there
the
was a
flood.
citizen's alert about where I got stuck.
Yeah.
I had a citizen's alert, and somebody in the comments was like, "Where you going, fool? Who's the fool?" And I'm
Who
like,
the fool?
"It's fucking me. I'm the fool." My daughter was at work.
You know what? Once I realized that, I was like, well, yeah, you got to get your kid. But also, what would you, if you were looking at a photo with somebody else, wouldn't you go like, where you going?
Yeah, why are you driving through that? But let me tell you, I drove through.
Who the fool?
I drove through so many puddles, and of course, when I look back, I think I should have did this, I should have did that, I should have went to my brother's, I should have stayed. I didn't know what was going on. I got through so many of them. I had a sedan, I got an SUV. I didn't have a sedan. The sedans were getting caught. I was going right through. So when I got to the end of my block, I went to go through like all the other ones, but fuck if the water wasn't 3 feet deep.
Wow.
And the car just went dead. But wait, right? I'm with my daughter. She's got her little ice cream girl uniform on, and the car goes dead. And I just put the key. I get my bag. I'm like, all right, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to get out first. I'm going to come over to you. As soon as I say that, I see right in front of me, walking towards me, a little flicker of a light. A flicker of a light. What is the... It's firemen, 6 firemen that came up from out of the water, just arise when you need
like
them.
Aquaman? Were they hunks like that Jason Momoa?
Of course they were. Of course they
God,
were.
Staten Island firemen.
Staten Island firemen.
Good thing you're going to have to carry me out of this water because I'm adding to it.
It was like a fucking movie. So I see them, and they start walking towards us, 6 of us. And they come to me at the window, and I say, get my daughter out. Get like a movie, all right?
Wow.
So he goes around. He opens Gwen's door. The water's rushing. The water's coming in.
Oh, my God.
He's like, I'm going to fireman carry you. Is that all right? And she was like, Yeah.
No,
Are
that
you-
means sit on my face.
He's like, are you
What
sure?
what are my options? Well, I could do it like a cop, but it's gonna hurt.
He asked for consent. It was nice. And then they just held the door open for me. I walked, right? And then they carried her till they didn't probably have to really carry her, but it was nice that they did. He carried her to
I
the
saw
end.
the picture.
I saw
was
the
like,
photo.
wow.
Yeah,
The photo. So now I'm friends with a lot of people,
And
and
I don't know that
I'm-
was like New York One and stuff.
well, because that's what happens when anything happens in my life. It ends up on New York One. I'm friends with
yeah.
a news report, Bree Driscoll from New York
Bree
One.
Driscoll.
I'm
Yeah.
Facebook friends with her. She was like, "Can I use that photo?" And I was like, "Yeah." I
Yeah,
asked
she
Gwen.
does that segment. Hey, remember this kid?
Well, you know what's funny? If she did, hey, remember this kid? I want to point this out. Is they put it on their news networks and stations like firemen carrying this
Yeah,
little girl.
yeah.
This same little girl that they put on the paper, the cover of the
Yes.
paper called Fat.
Yes.
And it's like, and I was gonna write fireman carries fat girl, but I didn't want to disrespect your daughter because she's not fat. That's the joke.
It's funny. Somebody else said the same thing. They were like,
Oh.
"Oh, new headline." Like they didn't write it though either. I just got it private.
Yeah.
Now she's a teenager. We don't want to talk about her.
Yeah, yeah.
Being fat or not being fat. But
no,
yeah, people are out
she
there, like,
definitely wasn't fat. It was
New York
a
City
funny
schoolgirl.
thing.
That New York City school's called fat. Now being easily carried by a fireman.
We definitely-
100 pounds soaking wet.
Fat girl saved in flood.
Fat girl saved in blood. See, if people don't know, my daughter went viral when she was 9 years old because the DOE sent home a fitness gram. It called her overweight. I kind of flipped out again on Facebook. I'm friends with a Post reporter.
Which, no exaggeration, she's not
She was
even
not.
close to being
But
overweight.
honestly, let's not even the fat kids. Why does school have to call any kid fat? You have a doctor for that. Like, I don't think anybody should be called
Right.
you
fat
gotta
at
fall
school.
for that.
You have a mother to call you fat.
Jesus.
You have a weird aunt who might say something to you. Like, you don't need the school saying it. Little girls crying on the
Yeah.
bus because it says they're obese.
I got girls telling me already. I don't need to hear from you, school.
So yeah, we kind of went all viral. I was on MSNBC. I was everywhere, and now she's just she's like a magnet. I don't know. She's got that kind of.
She's like whatever Forrest Gump had.
She kind of without being but she is Staten Island Forrest Gump. She's in the turkey protest. There's a picture in the paper of my kid from when we were protesting with the turkey deaths, and she's just
That
always.
should have been a scene in Forrest Gump.
Forrest Avenue Gump.
the turkey protest scene.
The turkey protest.
Oh, she's
Who
got.
could forget the turkey?
She's got it.
He was there. They made it look like he was there.
It really looked like his ass. You showed him his ass. It's amazing what they could do in the movies.
Deep fake.
They were deep fake before there was deep fake. Forrest Gump, the OG deep fake.
Yeah. Yeah, he really is. Shit.
Yeah, so all that happened. We're wading in the water to get home, like flood stuff. And then there's water in the house.
I
so
was
we
gonna
had to-
say, how was that?
Not a lot, but a few inches. We had all night. We had the pumps going. We kept having to go. We set up a baby monitor in the basement to watch the pump, so that we
Ah.
didn't. Yeah,
We let the baby drown, but
let
we
the baby-
watched that water.
the baby's fending for himself, but
The baby can swim, I think. Oh, see, I had the flooding in my house. You know what? I thought it was like 5 inches. Brienne's like, no, it's more like a foot. She was actually like in it, and I was sleeping.
you were sleeping. Did
There was
she wake
nothing
you
I
up?
could do. No. I knew it was flooding,
Oh,
but like I'm sitting there watching it, and I'm like, well, I guess I'm just gonna go to bed and deal with this in the morning.
I wish I could do that.
You don't have a pump or anything?
No.
Listen, now you have to prepare because you see what keeps happening. You got to prepare.
Yeah.
You need a pump thing.
No, I know.
Yeah.
But it's never. Water is never. This wasn't like a Sandy situation, folks who maybe are from another part of the world or country. This was like it was a carryover from a hurricane. It rained so much. It rained like 7 inches per hour.
Like 9 inches per hour. It was
Yeah,
like
it was-
record rainfall.
I've never seen anything like this. So like I would have like cracks in the foundation in the basement where you'd see like they would get a little damp. Like water was spraying out like, and it was like insanity. Yeah, so it's like there's nothing I could do. So I was like, I'll go to bed and I'll call out of work and deal with it in the morning. The thing though is, my father-in-law, he had passed away last year, so we inherited his cat, and the cat lived in the basement because it would fight with my cats that live in the rest of the house, which don't confuse that cat with the other cat and that lives in my office, Muffin.
Right.
That's the
We're not
cat.
talking
Cat's
about
living in
You're
every
not talking about
room.
Muffin. Yeah,
no,
that's,
you're talking about
that's
the
the cat you hear on the show.
sissies
The sissies and Cookie.
Cookie, the basement
Cookie,
dweller.
the basement dweller. So Cookie had to come upstairs while the sissies got locked in our bathroom area. Excuse me. But the worst part was going down there the next day, and water came up so fast we didn't have time to get Cookie's litter box out of there. And it was like dirt streaming around like it was a regatta. They were like racing each other around the basement.
Oh, no.
Yeah, it was really bad. So we had to
Oh,
get
no.
everything out and clean everything, and yeah, it was.
Oh,
You
yeah,
had cat turds floating around.
Yeah,
Oh, man.
no good. No good. I don't like it.
This is bad.
That's
How'd
bad.
you get the water out? Did you get it? What did you do?
It was gone the next day.
It receded?
Yeah.
Oh, you got a problem.
Yeah.
You got a real
Yeah.
problem. You need to get shit sealed.
Yeah.
Go get a guy to
Well,
do
I
a
think
thing.
no, I have like a trap. I think it actually all went down the trap.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Wow.
Yeah, it's fucked up.
Yeah.
I don't want to keep anything in my basement anymore. I want everything. I want
No,
everything
you gotta
on
trash everything.
on like
Well-
shelves.
Well, that was it for me. It was like really just like a block and a half away was underwater. Like Chris was over recently, and we got pizza, just a short walk, right?
Yeah.
They were closed for like they had water inside the pizzeria.
Damn.
Yeah, how much is this gonna keep happening?
It's
Because
going to keep happening.
This is. I don't like this. We got to go to a hill. We
That
got to find a
last-
nice hill.
that last report that I heard. It was like international.
A house
just-
on Haunted Hill.
A hill to die on.
they're saying it's
Hamburger Hill.
it's
glad
gonna
you-
get even if we do everything that we're supposed to do to try to reverse this, it's gonna get worse for at least 30 years.
It's
that
cool.
was the last
Just
study.
This is why I just fucking do stupid shit. You know, like drive to Massachusetts just to buy weed for no reason. Like,
Yeah.
just do
well,
stupid
you gotta
shit.
live.
You gotta
I-
live.
You know, we're in my basement here, and this is my hole where it's like all my favorite stuff.
If
And
you
I'm
would be
having
very
that same
sad.
thing of like, yeah, and that's I want to keep. I mean, you see, I have things in plastic bins and stuff, but I'm like thinking about more and more. I mean, people had stuff up to their first floor. It doesn't matter if you like put it on a milk crate. You know, you're
Yeah.
talking about like if that storm continued at that rate, I would have been dealing with that too.
I can't see how it could. How did a storm come from way the fuck down south? It ravaged Louisiana. It makes its way up. Usually by the time it gets up to us, it's rain. It's wind. It's rain. It's not as strong as
And
it was when it
rain-
hit them.
We just didn't expect so much because I was even looking. I was like, we don't have the wind. It's not a hurricane.
That was
I mean,
a
you know what I
lot
mean? Like,
of rain, man.
But
I'd rather the wind than all that fucking rain.
I was
Then
ignoring it.
trees fall.
I was
There's a-
ignoring
you
it
know,
and
now-
Wind. I got a windbreaker to wear.
Give me a good wind. Knock
Give
me
me-
down. Blow me
Slow
down.
me down. I'll be out there with my pinwheel and everything.
Do you guys, when you get the flash flood warning on your phone, do you take it seriously? Because it goes
No.
off all the fucking
I've
time.
shut off all my warnings. A kid could be
Do you-
next to me getting ambered. I
Well,
wouldn't
they-
even know.
I'm
They
gonna
go.
read you a
I
text.
just had one. Like I just had one yesterday, the day
Mhm.
before, and like it was nothing. And I think they do it too often. And I'm
Yes.
decent.
Really?
It should be a thing
You
that
could
never
shut it
happens.
off.
And then I go, No. I think it's a good thing, but it should really happen. Like, it should be a rare thing. And I feel like every storm you get it, and then eventually you just go, yeah, sure. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
all right, another flash flood warning.
Yeah.
That's what I did.
Hurricane Carl. Great.
Because I got those
Who
alerts,
cares?
but I get those alerts every time there's a thunderstorm.
Yeah.
They just send them out.
Yeah, and then nothing happens, and then you don't believe it, and then you just still go out anyway. I had my kid up. My kid was working, right? But then my friend was like, "Why don't you come over? You guys drink a little and come over, hang out in the yard." So we were like, "Yeah, all right, we'll go over. We'll wait when we pick her up." They were closing early, but they still needed to like close up. So I say, somebody sent the group chat. Not that I care, but they sent this flood warning. And I write, life-threatening with an eye roll emoji.
Yep.
I swear they just write things like this to make everybody scared and crazy. It's rain. It's just a lot of fucking rain.
So you go out and buy milk and bread.
And then the response from someone else, narrator. Boy, would Laura live to regret those words. And we all laugh at it. Ha, 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 ha. And then I had to get rescued from my fucking car in the middle of a flash flood with my kid and have a traumatic experience. Now my car's fucking dead. Like,
Wow.
maybe
So
I-
whoever wrote the narrator thing is definitely psychic.
it's their fault.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so.
They
I
should
think we
have
should
warned
blame
you.
them.
Yeah. They knew.
Yeah, no. It
It's
just
fucked up.
it's fucked up.
It's very fucked
It's
up.
the whole thing. But
Well,
who knew? Who
I
knew?
didn't know.
I didn't know. I just
I was
thought it
in
was
the
rain.
I was in the driveway with a raccoon in a trap in the middle of that storm.
The raccoon, tell
And
them.
not paying attention to the weather. Just we were gonna get a lot of rain.
You were just getting your kicks.
Just gonna get a lot of. Well,
Raccoon.
I had a week long. I'm still so fucking tired. This week long fucking nightmare with these raccoons that got into my house. They got into like the attic, and it started with Ben saying he had a dream.
Sorry, Ben in the attic.
Well, my kid
Then
was
the raccoon.
My kid was like, I had a dream Spider-Man was in the attic. He was running around shooting webs, blah, blah. Ben was like hearing
Oh
stuff
my god!
in the attic.
Imagine it was a raccoon in a Spider-Man suit,
No, that's
flipping around.
And then you hear your kid say this, and you're like, "Go to sleep, little man." Like,
Yeah.
yeah, you had a dream. That's cute. Me too. I dreamt about Spider-Man too.
Yeah.
No, he's trying to alert you to
I'd like
something.
if John went up there. He's like, Spider-Man? Spider-Man, you up? Spider-Man?
Peter.
I know
it's you.
It's cool.
I won't tell.
He was the first, and then Christine was the one that was like, I heard some noise on the roof. I went downstairs, and outside the window, I
it was
saw
Santa
a
Claus.
raccoon climbing down.
No.
Like, there's like the gutter and all the wires for like cable, and you know what I mean? It's just
Right.
kind of all right there. And she saw this thing come down, and I was like, all right, hopefully it was just walking across. And I'm not putting together like the whole Ben
Right.
thing, at that point. I was like, we'll keep an eye on it. Next day, I'm out in the yard. It's sun's starting to go down, and I see foam, like pieces of like foam insulation rolling down my roof into the yard. Just one chunk after another. And I look up, and there's this raccoon. And I was like, "Ugh," and I was like, I got so mad, and the kids were so excited. Dorothy was like feeling a new pet. And then the kids next door, they have a trampoline, and they're out there jumping on the trampoline, and they're just like, "You have a raccoon," and I was like, "Yeah, thanks."
Thanks.
Thanks, kids.
And then the one kid goes, "That's not good." Like, yeah, right, I know. And I run, and I'm like,
fuck yourself.
My dad says you're screwed.
Yeah.
and the thing goes back
My
in.
dad put it there.
I go and I get Christine, and I was like, come out, get the kids. I got to go up in the attic. There's a raccoon up there ripping into shit.
Oh, Christ.
So my attic is one of those attics where you got to get a ladder and push up the little board.
This is when you're real,
it's
like
this-
you're manly, like testosterone, like
It's
Nate, like primal.
do you
right?
see that? Where you see that little wooden club?
Oh, you
over
had a
there?
club. Of
That
course
was
you did.
like, yeah,
Of course
that's
you
like-
did. You
that
got a
was like-
weapon.
Yeah, everywhere. For a week I was walking around with like a flashlight and a club. ready to like
Wow.
beat
Protect
something
your
in the
family.
head.
You got to
if it
protect
happens.
your
Officer John.
family.
It's
So you go-
ridiculous.
You go up there. Tell.
I go up there and I wanted Christine outside because I wanted her to see if it like came out. So
Right.
it was this thing where like I'd go up, it would come out, it would go in. Honestly, to this day, I don't know if it got in the attic or if it was just in. Do you know like where the roof like overhead? Yeah, they could just be up in there
Yeah.
and they don't come in all the way. Because I never saw one up there, but it's all like the ductwork for the central air and
Yeah,
like,
you can't. No.
you can't do anything. And if I go in, I'm like face to face with one. So right away, I go downstairs and I tell Christine, I'm like, call whatever animal control and exterminator and call like a roofing and siding company. Get the calls in. I'm so glad I did because they're so tied up now
Yeah.
with everybody from the storm. It's like for some people, they're going to be waiting like months to get stuff fixed.
I did that over the weekend. We had to clean out my father-in-law's place, and we had a dumpster coming Friday morning. The storm hit Wednesday night. Like I had already had it
It's-
set up.
You had it, yeah. Yeah, I'm glad I like got the call in, and it's still gonna be like a few weeks to get that stuff fixed. But anyway, I went to Home Depot and I got like the Have-A-Heart trap, the big trap, and I come back and I set the trap and I go in the pantry and I had like sardines in oil, which I didn't think, but I stained the shit out of my driveway.
Oh,
You'll see outside the chimney is all like oil stains.
Oh,
and
wow.
that's where I put these sardines in. But something came and managed to get stuff out of the trap without like setting the trap off.
Hmm.
And I went out
There's
and
always a bigger fish, John.
I added
Smarter than
more.
you.
Like you're saying, like with the flood, like how he just like went to sleep.
Yeah.
I'm the opposite.
Right.
I'm up all night. I'm like, this is gonna happen tonight.
No way! I'm sleeping through that flood.
Yeah.
Nobody's been-
How do you sleep? I don't know how you sleep. I was up till 3 a.m. on
Like
flood
a
night.
baby.
Oh, please.
Put all your troubles till tomorrow. You know, and that's a good feeling. Like I'm just gonna go to sleep and put all my troubles away in an envelope to open in the morning. But right now it's me time. Right now I'm enjoying life.
That's fine. All the cat shit
Yeah.
floating around in my
Yeah.
basement. It's fine.
Oh,
What if it came up? How did you
Deal
know
with
it
it.
wasn't
know
going to come up
me. I'd move
further?
Yeah, you would. Oh my god,
That's it.
burn
I'm
the
out.
house down.
Yeah.
like
With
like
the
Michael
cats in it.
Myers was trapped in the basement. Yeah, yeah, the cats and all, the whole thing. Yeah, man.
That's how you make a demon cat.
Oh
It
yeah.
haunts your nightmares.
Flood its home. Watch its turds ride around like logs in Splash Mountain.
Oh my god, how gross! This is like a health hazard. You need a vaccine now.
And
You
then
need
burn them. No.
a tetanus shot.
No, I got the worms in my brain.
You're fine.
I'm fine.
They're in already.
No, I got
They laid their eggs. That's why he's got
Oh,
so
what do
many
you
cats.
get
Got a
from
wormy
from
brain.
cats? What's it called?
Yeah, worms in your brain.
Trichinosis, not trichinosis.
Terracotta.
What's it
It's a
called?
parasite. It's a parasite that like mice get, and it kind of removes their fear of cats and makes them easy to kill. And
Yeah.
there's a theory that people get it, and they're like,
It's
it's a thing
harmful to
cat people have.
fetuses. All I know is that pregnant women aren't
oh,
supposed
that's
to
something
clean.
else. No,
the
I'm talking
litter
about another
box.
thing that like I think.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
There's some kind of bacteria that you could
Yeah.
get something from.
Hey, if you're listening and you're pregnant,
Don't you be scooping that
don't
poop.
be scooping that, and you know what? Have another one on us. Well, I'm
Oh.
drinking
Another baby?
another beer.
Oh,
Because you must be drinking if you're pregnant.
just stick another one in there. You just get another one. You got one baby, you
Yeah, I
got another
didn't-
one.
I didn't announce either. I got another solid gold.
I got a Cape May Brewing Company Cape May White, Belgian style wheat ale brewed with coriander and orange peel. It's pretty good.
I have a Yingling traditional lager original amber beer from America's oldest brewery.
That is America's Trumpiest brewer.
That's the one.
Yeah, I know it's unfortunate, but I'm not gonna stop drinking the beer
I hear
because
ya.
some CEO rich guy. I don't agree with rich guys. No rich guy has like things in common like with me. Like, what do I have in common with the CEO of big companies that I gotta care
Yeah.
about fucking who he
Well,
likes?
you know what? At least the guy, I don't know,
I don't
talks
give a
about what he's
shit.
into. I don't know who owns Cape May Brewing Company. I don't know what their politics.
don't
They
know
could,
why.
they could worship Satan. For
We
all
should.
I
Yeah.
know.
I don't
I don't
want to
know.
know what the
I don't wanna know
CEO
either.
of my beer company thinks politically. I barely want to know what anybody thinks politically.
Yeah.
I don't
You
want to
gotta
know.
listen.
But what if the head of the company was like a Bernie guy, but every employee was a Trump supporter?
I don't.
Like-
do I like the beer? I just don't
yeah.
care.
What do you
Yeah,
do?
like what?
It's a whole. It's not one person behind any of
slave
these things.
children
No.
make our phones, right?
Yeah, and they.
So here we are.
I think more than that. I think everything. I think our shoes.
Our shoes.
Probably a lot of electronics we're using.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like,
In
Hell of a
short,
good job, man. We've been spilling
this
beer on
board's
this
been
thing for
yeah,
years.
it's been around. Thank you,
How long
kids.
This has been around.
Wow.
Yeah, there's some talented
I
kids
don't.
over there overseas.
I like gadgets and stuff. I always want like a new toy, but I also like I'm not wasteful, so I won't get one until this Like I'm
Right.
a little mad sometimes that this is still working.
Because you want a new one.
Yeah, but look, I love it. We've said it before. This looks like a thing we would have had growing up.
Yeah,
Like,
so
there's
Like a
something
little
about it.
keyboard. Like
yeah,
a little.
it reminds me of like I had like a white Yamaha or like a little Casio.
Right.
I think like mini keyboard.
yeah,
You know, and it felt like the colors and stuff. It felt like this.
it's like a chunky Epcot thing.
Yeah.
It's the
Excuse me.
future.
Well, anyway,
Tomorrow's child.
not to go on. I don't want the
Tomorrow's
raccoon story to take
child.
forever, but I did
Welcome
catch
to
it that
the
night.
future.
1:30 in the morning, I caught a raccoon.
But
Welcome
didn't
to
you
the
play
future.
at Sam Kennison or something? Weren't you?
No, not right away. So I caught this first one, and then I went I drove it away. I went to take it. Like the instructions are like use a calm voice,
Oh
put a
my
blanket over it, pick
God.
it up. It'll you have to take it more than 5 miles away.
Use a
Oh,
calm
my
voice.
Yeah,
Just
all this stuff.
displace it from its home and family.
You fucking raccoon.
I'm here. I am with this
Hey, little
fucking
buddy.
blanket, and
I
I
would've
go
been
over and I'm
nice,
like,
so.
"Hey, it's all right, it's okay." And I go over to the cage, and it's like, both like it's just like paws reaching out through and
like a
clawing at me and
nightmare.
biting at the bars and shit. I'm like, fuck. I had work gloves that went up to my wrist, and I'm like, if this thing scratches me, I gotta get like I
Yeah.
gotta go for like the
Yeah.
rate or
Yeah.
or you gotta get this thing tested, which I think they have to kill it. I don't even know.
And then you got to
Anyway.
quarantine.
So I go back in the house, and Christine earlier in the week was talking about how she wanted new oven mitts. So I was like, "All right." It's like, I had the work gloves inside the oven mitts just because I wanted my like wrist covered. And I go and I grabbed it, and the thing was going nuts. And I put it in the car, and we have an SUV, so it's not a trunk.
Right.
It's the back.
If you
part.
got loose, it
Right.
would have fucked you up.
So I'm driving the car.
You must have been paranoid as fuck.
Did you take a video?
No, I didn't take video. I didn't take photos
Why?
because I was so in the
I took a photo of my daughter being carried on the back of a fireman while I was waist deep in water,
know.
and you couldn't take a picture of your raccoon.
I don't have anything. I caught
Jeez.
two
Yeah.
raccoons, a possum, and my neighbor's cat, and I didn't take a
John,
single
you gotta
photo.
document these
I know.
things. Jeez, I was in the. I'm waist
I-
deep, my child, and I pulled my
know.
phone in the middle of a
think this is-
hurricane. I pulled my phone out of my pocketbook to take a picture.
He always does this. He's telling me he's going to show me this picture of Spider-Man from his
I was just in it. I was
get
just
it.
taking
You
care
had
of
your
it.
primal.
And I wanted, and it's 1:30 in the morning, and I'm thinking like I got to drive at least 10 miles. I'm thinking about Staten Island because I know it. I'm like,
You are
I know where
sure.
I can go. But you know what I'm gonna be? I'm the guy with the Jersey plates, and I'm like, I can't dump a raccoon on Staten Island. If a cop sees me bringing a raccoon from, like,
illegally
across
dumping
state
a
lines,
raccoon.
Yeah, that's against the law around
Yeah.
these
that's a
parts.
different thing. So anyway, I
Is
went.
it? I don't even know. What thing is it? You gonna get in trouble?
I can't bring an animal from out of state and
You-
dump
who
it
sa-
somewhere.
but you can-
guaranteed.
What do you mean? Who's gonna say anything?
How are they going to know you,
You
brought
li-
it from
First of all, John, are
Jersey?
you not
'Cause I have
good at
Jersey
lying?
plates.
Are you
That
not
doesn't
good at
mean
lying? Are
Oh,
you not
what?
good at lying?
What, they gonna
I lived
ask
in
the
Jersey, but I
raccoon?
came to Staten
My
Island
mother-
to trap raccoons.
Yeah, my mother had a
Yeah.
raccoon in her attic.
Yeah, you help me out. Me help my
John,
friend.
get better. The lies. Come on, call. If you ever need a lie, just call me.
Well, you know what you say? You look the cop dead in the face and you go, "Why would I bring a
Well, hey,
raccoon
listen.
all the way from New Jersey?"
Listen.
What am
I
I,
need to
an
learn
Yeah,
asshole?
what am I,
Jersey.
a fucking idiot?
I found a nice spot. I didn't pay. Come on.
I don't want to get in. Gee, I don't want to get in trouble.
Well, I
No.
didn't pay the toll.
Things
either,
get
all right?
brought to Staten Island and buried all the time.
We're kind of famous for that.
Yeah.
Come on.
He's in an
He's
oil
driving around a raccoon thinking like he's a criminal. He's
I should
like,
have brought it to your house.
He's
I mean, like, my friend will take care of you.
Yeah.
He'll feed you. He'll leave you cereal.
He just jumps in my top hat and I walk away. My stovepipe hat.
If you don't mind floating
you
cat
don't have any
turds.
enemies, like any enemies you could bring the raccoon to? Just set it loose in their yard.
Well, I mean, it's probably gonna go into somebody else's.
So what
fucking
happened when
house.
you opened the thing?
It was really calm.
Did he
then
stop
because
and turn
I had,
around and look at
well,
you?
I had to stop short at
At
one
a
point, and the
moment.
cage flipped onto its side,
Turn
and I didn't know, and it looked a
around.
little shaken.
Now and then I get a little bit.
He gave you the Robert Redford nod. Like he turned around and gave you like the nod. Like,
Well, you know what it did? So they tell you gotta like when you open the door, you have like a stick or something. I had a screwdriver to prop the door open because it's like you're gonna have to step back before it's like feels okay coming out. This thing was pushing its head
oh
against
my
the door.
God.
And I let it out, and it ran, and it went up a tree, but it was like a small tree. It was like ridiculous, and it did turn and like look at me, and it was like a really stupid. I felt bad. It looked like embarrassed that I had to come back down and run further because it realized that it was just like within arm's reach.
Just walk away.
Like I could have walked over and punched it.
You were the enemy. He was
Yeah.
like, look at my oppressor.
So I let it go, and I hoped that was it, and it wasn't. There
I
was
hope he finds you. It was the same raccoon. He followed you again.
Well, I don't know. It was
Oh
a couple
my
days.
God.
So did a raccoon travel 10 miles in
For
a couple
revenge?
days?
Yes.
Which is possible,
Yes.
right? Or there was another raccoon. I think it was another one because this one seemed bigger when it was in the cage. Because, so this is during the
He
hurricane.
got fatter on the road.
And I'm not paying attention to what's going on because I'm trying to catch this raccoon, and I do. And I had it up against the house so it wouldn't get wet. It's out in the middle of the driveway, and it's already on its side, and there's a raccoon in there pulling at the door and going fucking nuts.
They had your number.
Now I realize
Yeah.
now a block away was fucking flooded.
So
This
they
is a
were
wild animal
escaping.
that got caught in a cage that knows there's a fucking storm happening and like water levels are right. The thing freaked the fuck out.
Wow.
Oh.
So I go in the house real quick and I go, I caught one. I'm going to take it somewhere. She's like, you're not going anywhere. Like neighbors were like texting us and stuff. She's like, everything around us is underwater. And I'm like, what do I do with this fucking raccoon?
Fucking
And
drown
this is
him.
whole conversation.
No, I couldn't have either.
It crossed my mind, but that's brutal, man. Maybe if I had a quick,
I could have.
if I had a quick way of taking care of it, I would have. But finally, I'm like,
If I had a gun, I would have shot that raccoon.
I would have
in
when
the
I saw it on the
face.
roof. Remember, the Little Chub Club was so happy to like I posted. He was so happy to hear that I used like the trap, but like the honest response was like I don't own a gun. It's not that I want to hurt an animal, but when you see something like ripping your house apart, you know what I mean? You're just like
you
you
gotta
want to.
defend the homestead.
Yeah, and it kept coming. It was like aggressive. It was crazy.
Yeah.
So
Protect your kids.
Yeah.
But I decide I'm going to put this thing in the garage, and I go outside, and the cage is upside down, totally dismantled,
Oh my God.
empty, gone.
He outsmarted you.
And I was like, "Fuck!" But it was out. It was out in a hurricane. I should have said this sooner. The Gilbert Gottfried thing that you saw me post
Yeah.
was what led up to it leaving in the middle of a hurricane. I threw an LED lantern on like full brightness up in the attic and a Bluetooth speaker, and I had a laptop and I had a mix of YouTube videos, and I was switching it up. So the clip I posted was polka music, monkeys screaming, and Gilbert Gottfried, but I had like coyotes howling and air raid sirens and like German death
He
metal.
annoyed the raccoon out of his attic.
It was crazy. And I was like switching it up, and then I was doing stuff where it was just like people whispering, and then I would put on like, you know what I mean, like big band music and stuff. Like I was just
Spider-Man and his amazing friends are up in the attic.
The raccoon was like, I'm out of here.
well, that was it. So I did all that. This thing left during a hurricane, got caught in a trap, freaked the fuck out, got out of the trap, never came back to the house, went 4 houses down and ripped into this old lady's attic.
Good.
Tore all the shit out in the middle of the storm.
Good. Let her grandson deal with it.
Out.
Well, that's it was like or her
Oh.
granddaughter's husband or something like that. They kind of had this like
Did it
Like,
tinker? Did it
he's gonna
tinker
take
with
care
her
of it?
acorn chair like a gremlin? Send her smashing through the fucking.
What are these raccoons?
No,
I
think I the other night I thought I heard like some commotion and like a pop,
Wow.
and like I wonder if they took it out. But it's not coming back here. Like, I
these
annoyed the
raccoons
fuck
are
out
not
of
that
it.
smart. Just go in the garage, dummies. Nobody will
are.
hear you in the garage. You could probably get away with living in the garage all winter
Well, this
because you
is-
only go in there once in a while.
You gotta let them know.
I gotta
think
tell
you
the
need to
raccoons. You know what?
address
I'm
the
gonna go
raccoon
right now.
population. Hey guys,
Raccoons, what are you doing? We're gonna organize.
You're gonna start a labor union.
We're gonna
of
start a
raccoons?
raccoon labor union. You guys don't know what the fuck you're doing.
Yeah,
Let me
you're
help
gonna
you.
find yourself buried on Staten Island. You're like the Jimmy Hoffa of fucking raccoons.
We'll be back.
When animals attack, part 2.
When animals attack.
Um.
Well, what were the recommendations? You said you wanted to tell us the recommendations.
Well, the one thing that I read was like, and this kept coming up, where they're like, people think right away if you catch one that you should release it like out in the wilderness, and they're like, this is such an animal lover. This is where animal lovers go too far.
Move it to Newark like Giuliani.
Well, yeah.
Tell the homeless people in New York.
They might as well have said it because it's just like if you caught one and if you caught one that's used to living inside of like a structure and eating out of garbage and stuff, throwing it in the wilderness could be like the worst thing. It might not know how to survive out there. So I'm like, so it's basically like go release it in another neighborhood. Like just make sure there's homes nearby.
No way.
That they can break into their homes.
Because, you know, if you
Go
drop
to
it
a-
out into the middle of the wilderness and it's used
go
to
to a
like
much
living in somebody's
poorer
fucking house, it's
neighborhood.
going to have a hard time.
Oh,
And that's where I'm like,
jeez.
well, yeah, fuck it.
You know
Learn
what?
to build a
It's-
house. I don't
yeah.
know. Like, I don't know what to tell you. Because if you, whatever your raccoon den
Yeah.
is,
It sounds like a you problem, raccoon.
well, if a scaled down version of me, like whatever that is, like if I was small and raccoon was big and I just strolled into a raccoon den, I guarantee it bites my head off in a second.
You're
But also,
done.
it's still a wild animal, and this sounds a lot like white ladies getting mad about things that telling people what they should be mad about, like animal lovers telling you that, like, you have to be careful with the raccoon. Don't drop it off in the woods. It might not know. It's a wild
It's not
animal.
my
If
fucking
it can't live
problem.
in the woods, then
Yeah, that's not my
It
problem.
dies.
You
Like,
should
bye.
be happy I didn't kill you. That's it. Like I get.
yeah.
And I would never. I'm the type of guy I don't kill animals.
Right.
But if I've caught squirrels. I had squirrels trying to come live in my house as well, and I trapped them and I drove them down to like Wolf's Pond Park. Oh, I should have said that in case they're listening.
Shit.
Shit, they figured it
Shit.
out.
They're on the wire.
We got him.
Taking
tapping
you to
all your
Wolf's
lines.
Pond. It's like if it was a Disney movie.
Generations of fucking squirrels now are gonna come and attack your house.
I'm taking you to Lake Hillbilly Stew. It's a terrible place. Listen, squirrel did the same thing. Ran up the tree. He didn't look at me. No, he just ran up the
Didn't
tree.
look at
He was
you.
gone.
Oh, this looked
Yeah.
right at me.
There's like 3 of them. Like I caught in a row. Like over like right before Christmas. It was like a whole thing. Like me and my kids were like trapping raccoons.
Just keep
trapping
catching them.
Squirrels.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ben
and
got all
releasing
into
them.
like catching animals with me.
Yeah.
Felt bad about the neighbor's cat. I did feel really bad. She looked really freaked out.
I'm sure.
Yeah. And then the possum was sweet. It played dead in the trap, which is always
Really?
always funny to me. I had one play dead on top of a chain link fence once. That was my favorite. You idiot. You didn't die there. You didn't die on top of a fence.
Nobody's favorite this time. Possum. So you caught the neighbor's cat?
Caught the yeah. I just let it go and it ran right to their house.
That's great.
And yeah, I didn't say anything.
Of course not.
It was fine.
You just gotta hope the cat keeps his mouth shut.
I don't know. I hope so.
Yeah, you gotta call
Cat.
You gotta call an Alf to take care of that cat. Let's shut that cat up. You gotta have Alf bring it to Wolf's Pond Park. He'll never be seen again.
I went. I got a haircut for Joe and Bergio's wedding, where
Yes.
you were there too.
I was there. It was a good wedding.
And it was really hard to find a place that, like, all the barbershops were closed and stuff from, like, the flooding and everything. And I found this guy who had flooding, but he managed to be open. And it was like, the guy, I knew it wasn't going to be a good haircut, but I just needed somebody to even it out because I've been cutting my own. So I was just like, I just need you to make it, like, even.
Make me look like a normal adult male.
It was like there was like an old lady in the corner waiting to do somebody's nails, and he was like the bald guy who needed a haircut, you know? Like,
Giving the haircut?
Yeah.
It's weird.
But there was somebody in the chair in front of me, and you had to wear a mask to be in, so I have a mask on. And this guy gets out of the chair, and he walks over to me, and he goes, I just want to say, love the show. Big fan of the show. He was like an Impractical
Really?
Jokers guy.
Oh, weird.
And I was like, weird that I have the mask
that
on.
head is unmistakable.
What-
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm realizing I get recognized. Yeah.
It's got a recognizable head.
It's a melon.
Yep.
Oh, God. Yeah. All right. Well, the guy, he
TV Zone, Johnson Lucas giant head.
he ends up being the police captain in town.
Oh,
Right?
My God.
He goes, take a selfie with me. And now, by the way, like, I needed a haircut. This is me walking around after a hurricane. Like, I don't want to take a
Right.
photo with anybody. I haven't slept because I'm fucking dealing
Battling
with this raccoon shit.
raccoons. You look like a mess.
So I go in, and then he goes,
Chief Brody.
he goes, take your mask off. Like, he said,
He's
he
mad
said
at
it like
you.
that. I was like,
Stop.
all
What are
right.
you
And
gonna
we're in a
do?
place where you're not, and I like pull it down. I take a photo, and then he goes, he's
And
like,
he kisses you. He leans in and kisses you.
you know what he said? He goes,
Spits
if
in
you,
your mouth.
he goes, if,
Take your mask off.
Don't you ever come back here.
what he said was, he goes, if you ever need anything. He
What
goes
do
like
you
that.
need? What do you need?
Well, that's what I thought. He left, and as soon
I
as he
need you
left,
to
I
shoot
was
a
like,
raccoon.
that's what I thought.
I need you to come kill a raccoon. I need you at my house tonight, 10 p.m.
But you know what I am going to use him for? If I need to. And I already did with Ben. I was like, I'm friends. I was like, you know who my friend is? He was like pulling Dorothy's hair. And I was like, hey, you know what? I'm tired of telling you. You know what? My friend's going to tell you. You know who my friend is?
A one-armed man.
Chief of police. A one-armed man. A one-armed man. One eye. And he's the chief of police.
One arm, one eye, and a bird on a tree.
He'll tell you. He'll tell you what happens to
Police.
people who pull girls' hair.
That's how he lost his arm.
Then he'll kill a raccoon in front of you because he really likes a practical.
Yeah. Better not wear that mask around him either.
Take your mask off.
Take your mask off.
Picture with this pussy mask. What are you, a pussy?
Stare at him with your mouth open.
If you want to, somewhere there's just a photo of me like exhausted and holding my breath next to a cop in a barber shop.
I bet we could find his Instagram.
Yeah. Well,
you could find out his name.
I bet the cop does. A cop does not.
I hope he follows everything you do now because he met you and he listens.
He's
to
listening.
This
Oh my God, he's listening
Oh my
tonight.
God.
Well, if you're
Don't
listening-
arrest this, Officer Brody. Chief of Police.
Chief of police.
Brody.
Captain.
Chief.
I think a captain.
Captain.
I think. Oh boy.
Commandant. Commandant.
Commandant Lassard. He did have a goldfish. Did they give you a goldfish?
Yeah, that's how when you become commandant, you gotta go.
Then he was definitely commandant.
Oh my God.
Yeah. If you
That's
see
it.
a picture of a cop holding a goldfish, taking a picture with me, that's it. That's from the barbershop. And then the guy cut my hair really fast and went, I fixed. That's what he said when my haircut was over. I was like, thanks, Boris.
I think.
I fixed.
Oh my God.
Oh,
Well,
man.
did he?
Yeah, he did it's like, I guess it's like a
You wearing a
weakness,
hat.
but
for
the
people
back
listening.
was
He's
not
got his
good.
cap. It's not a hat. That's a night cap.
That's a hair.
It's like a cap that men
You're
in the
looking at the
19th
hat, but
century would wear to go to bed.
He kind of cut the hair.
Oh,
like a
that's not
Scrooge.
straight.
No,
Oh, no, that's not a
No,
straight
no,
line.
that's
Oh, no.
No.
Hey, Zeke has a
I'll tell you
color.
something. This guy. So
you went
this
to
is,
the wedding like this.
he's
How
charging-
embarrassing.
I know.
Oh, my
it's-
God. You
Well, that
piece
was
of
it. I was
shit.
cutting my own hair. This guy charges $17, and
We
I
were
was
all
like,
talking about him.
If I cut,
I heard.
I
I
think
heard.
I could give $17 haircuts. Is what I realized. I could
Yeah.
open up this kind of a shop with no training, based on just cutting my own hair during the pandemic. I'll
That's
give
it.
and my kids' hair.
You only got to know 2 words.
I fix.
I think.
That's the name of the place. The eye is a barber pole. It says fix.
An eye on top of the barber
With the
pole.
card-
I fix.
Cartoon you like a fix-it Felix.
I
but
think.
it's you.
It's you. 2 thumbs up. Just giving 2 thumbs up with a messed up haircut. I fix.
I'll tell you, that wasn't the first place I went into. I went into another place that was busy. There was one lady giving haircuts, not wearing a mask, Band-Aids all over her hands. The guy in the chair had a mullet.
Make it tuna fish with her
He
foot.
wasn't wearing a mask, and there were like 20 people in there, and none of the adults were wearing masks, but the kids all were. And I was like, that's not even really how this works.
Yeah.
And I just really backed out of there.
Wait, I went to
slowly.
I brought my kids to Salvation Army yesterday. And we're trying on stuff with on top of our clothes. Like they pick out some shirts, they had some button downs. So they're trying them on
Just to
outside
see.
of the dressing room. And I was in the dressing room with leggings on, trying on the pants over the leggings, right? This is the MO when we go to the Salvation Army, right?
Yeah.
We're trying on
Okay.
over the clothes. As I'm in the dressing room, my kids are right outside. I hear a lady. I hear a voice. I realize she's fucking talking to my kids. She's talking to them about not trying on the clothes. You really shouldn't, when you're at a thrift store, you shouldn't try on the clothes because, bed bugs. And I whip open the door like it slams open. Bam. Now, remember, I'm on steroids. I don't know if I told you guys yet, but
She's the ultimate warrior.
I've been on steroids all week because I got stung by a bee and went into anaphylaxis on Monday, and everything blew. I had hives. My lips blew up.
You
I
look
was-
like Big Ange.
I
That
looked
was
like
the
Big
thing.
Ange. My
Did-
ears were red. My whole body was itchy.
First bee sting?
First bee sting.
We share that this
Oh, that was
year.
your first
Holy
bee
shit!
sting?
Did you go into anaphylaxis? Because
No.
I had. Yeah,
Oh,
I did.
didn't realize that. I thought
Oh,
you just
yeah.
got stung in the face and you had big old
Oh
lips.
no! I got stung on my hand,
Really?
and it was fine for a second.
Oh.
And then my arms started to itch. And then my head. And I was like, is this psychosomatic? Because my head started to itch. And then everything started to go wrong. And I'm sitting in
Oh
the
my
chair. And all my
Jesus.
friends are in the yard. I had people over, just a few people for Labor Day, just barbecue. I want to relax. I had
Wait,
a
how'd you
stressful
get
week.
stung? What were you doing? Just you.
Well, I mean, I was swatting a bug with my
Oh,
hand.
right.
My
I
friend.
was eating bees.
I was
Bees by the handful.
I said, "Fuck, motherfucker, try me, motherfucker," and then he did, and he almost killed me. So yeah, that was bad.
Did it leave the stinger in?
It didn't
or-
leave the stinger in.
Okay, I mean, I didn't have that either.
Everything started to slowly happen. Like I was like, I feel a little weird. I feel a little itchy. I feel my head feels funny. And then I call my daughter in. I'm like, I need you to Google some shit for me right now. So Gwen's in there with her phone Googling things that happen. Now the hives break out on my wrists.
Oh my God. Like-
Then hives break out my armpits, my other
Oh,
areas,
no. Oh,
all
no.
the areas.
Oh no.
And then Frank comes up, and then my friend Jen came up, and she looked at me, and she's like, "Your lips, your lips are blowing up," and I looked like big fucking Ange.
Yeah, you did.
Let me tell you, I never felt that way in my life. They were like, they were so big. I have pictures. I'll post them. I'll send.
Yeah, it gets
I'll send them
the skin
over.
gets tight when that happens. It's
Yeah, it was fucking
it's
so
so
weird.
terrifying.
So my Frank stays in the
sorry.
yard with the friends. My mom takes me to urgent care, and me, I'm like, the one symptom I didn't have was that I wasn't having any breathing problems.
All
Okay.
right.
All right.
But I would have been paranoid that was gonna come next. Like,
I was, but I
yeah.
still
You're like,
tried
this
to
is
smoke
gonna
a cigarette
happen.
on the way.
I I did smoke a blunt in the ambulance.
My lips.
I hotboxed the back of the EMS ambulance.
My lips were so blown up that I
You really
couldn't
look like Big
even.
Edge.
Yeah.
I couldn't even smoke.
Oh yeah, baby.
I couldn't even smoke. I sounded like that too because once my throat started to close, so I had a voice. I was sounding
Big
like this,
law.
and I looked like this, and I was sounding like this. And I couldn't get my lips around the cigarette, so I just had to hang it at my swollen lips and just kind of inhale like a maniac. I could have died. I could have been dying. My mother was a nervous wreck. I was just like trying to smoke a cigarette. Like I figured I wasn't gonna die.
Terrible.
I felt like I wasn't gonna. I went in there. I didn't have a mask because I left in such a hurry. Tell me why the fuck
It wasn't
the
gonna
urgent
fit on your
care.
face anyway.
Doesn't have. They
I
didn't have
walked
anything?
in. I'm like, I'm sorry. I'm having a thing, and I didn't bring a mask. I don't have a mask, and they were like, we don't have any.
They definitely have
A
masks.
random
That's
man
crazy.
waiting in the waiting room handed me a mask, and I took it, and I thought while I was doing it, like, this is weird. Who's that guy?
Right.
And where did this mask come from?
Sure.
But I needed
He
my
took it off
steroids.
his face. He took it off.
This lady needs it more than
He
me.
took it off his dog's.
Here, Junior. He took it off his kid's mouth.
Took it
Junior,
off a dead body.
give the nice
Took
lady.
it in
the
jail.
mask.
Took it off.
She don't need
Yeah.
it no
She don't
more.
need this.
Yep.
So yeah.
Oh my god.
I got my steroids. I went back to my house. I threatened everybody. I said nobody's allowed to leave. I came back. I put lip gloss on. I did a little Real Housewives promo video, and then I just went out. It was good. It was jokes all
Call-
night.
Call MTV now.
Jokes all night.
You plus B's.
Yeah.
You're like a. It's like a shitty Hulk.
Like,
You get stung by a bee and you turn into a big inch for a while. I'd watch it.
I would.
I'd watch it.
I would. The Incredible I used to just be big. Now I'm incredible.
Big Law. That's me.
Don't get me stung. You won't like me.
Oh, Tim
But
Duffy
I'm
came up with
stung.
my. Tim Duffy came up with the Real Housewives. They all have the little taglines before the show starts.
Mhm.
They say like a sassy thing, and he came up with a couple. One of them, I may be sweet like honey, but I'll sting like a bee.
Oh God.
And because I really looked like a Real Housewives, I put lip gloss on because I wanted them. So then they were shiny because I put lip
Yeah.
gloss on them. Listen, you can't
Perfect.
pass off an opportunity. Like my friends had to see. Like you have to look at me. Look how my 16-year-old begged me not to go outside. She told me to take a nap. She's like, Mom, you cannot go
Oh.
outside. You can't go outside because she'd be so embarrassed to look as hideous as her mother.
Oh my
And I was like, no, I can't deprive my friends of seeing me like this.
That's
know-
that's very nice of
Come
you
on.
to do that.
We told jokes. It was great.
Yeah.
It was a fun time. And I've been on steroids ever since. Fast forward, now I'm in the Salvation Army. This lady's talking to my kids.
On steroids.
I whip open the door like it made a noise. Like I'm like, don't talk to my children. And I said,
Don't talk to my kids. It comes out.
get away from my kids.
Oh my God. The big edge is in the store. It comes out.
I burst out of my normal clothes. All of a sudden, I'm in a leopard print top. I got a high hairdo.
You wake up behind the drunken monkey.
Big Ange is a local celebrity. I don't know if everybody knows who Big Ange is.
She
but
was.
She was a local celebrity. Twist and turn. She had big lips. So that's been my week, fellas. And tomorrow, I go baptize my godson
Oh yeah.
in the name of the Father and the Son and the Holy Spirit.
Mm-hmm.
and I'm going to be a godmother. And
Congratulations.
yeah, thank you. I had to actually, the day I got stuck in the flood was also the day I had to go up to the church and lie and say I was a practicing Catholic of the church that we were going to baptize him, which I am not and haven't been since 1989.
Yeah.
They don't really care, but that night I got stuck in a flood. Okay.
Excuse me.
So
for
that
lying.
night I got stuck in a
what
flood.
happened?
No.
When I was
you caused the flood.
I probably did. And then I got stung by a bee.
Which?
Then God's trying to kill me.
Which?
So
big old witch.
we'll find out what happens tomorrow if I light up in church. We'll see what's going to happen. I'm wearing white. I'm wearing white to church.
Look at you.
But then after the party, I have a nighttime party set up. All gay friends. I was invited to a big gay slut party.
Big gay slut.
It's a slutty party.
With big gays?
No, they're not big gays. They're lean.
sluts.
They're lean gays.
They're lean?
They're lean, and they're it's a slutty party.
Lean.
So that's the theme. And I feel really
It's a lean
honored.
gay slut party?
Yeah, I feel really honored to have been invited.
I feel like I shouldn't say any of these words.
I don't know. I'm saying them.
I know, and I'm repeating them.
I know.
I don't think I should be.
I am.
I'm just going to shorten it to lean cuisine.
I'm just saying that the slutty gays in question, they're not real sluts. Maybe they are, but it's a slutty party. It's dress like a
slutty
slut.
party.
Oh,
So
I
I'm
thought it was
going.
just
So
go
I
there
just
and be a slut.
I just want to put this all together. I'm going to become a
Alright.
godmother in church. Going to eat some Spanish food and then go dress. I'm going to morph my
Be a
outfit.
slutty gay.
Yeah, I'm going to morph my outfit to be more slutty. I'm going to wear the same outfit, but I'm going to slut it up
Yeah.
Okay.
and go right to the gay slutty party.
Go for it.
Yeah, I love everything about it.
And on 9/11, and it's 9/11. So that's how I'm choosing to remember.
Yeah,
Wow.
right. You know what? I forgot.
I
Yeah.
did forget.
totally
I said I
forgot.
never would.
I promised
see?
my bumper sticker.
Don't
I
forget.
wouldn't.
But you got to
No,
change
I
the
don't.
script. You got to change the script.
Well, we're 31 minutes away. We're all right. We didn't forget.
Oh my God! It's almost.
It's the countdown to 9/11. 20 years.
Wow, do you want to know where I was?
You don't want to know where I was.
You want to
so-
know where I was?
Sure.
At 11:30 p.m. on 9/10/01, I took a ferry ride for no reason to Manhattan. I was 21. We had nothing to do. We just used to do nothing. So we got a beer. We got on the ferry. We arrive in Manhattan at midnight on 9/11. We walk all over. We had weird experiences. We talked to a book sale guy. We were like, which direction is this? And he did the scarecrow thing.
Yeah, both ways.
But the weirdest thing was I sat in front of Nuts About Nuts, the storefront Nuts About Nuts, with a clear view of the Twin Towers. And I had just gotten back from Europe, and I trashed the Twin Towers. I trashed them on the eve of their demise. I sat there and said, people come from all over to New York City. Rome has the Colosseum. Paris has the Eiffel Tower.
Much like the flood.
I know.
You made witch.
Wow.
But I felt really bad about it the next day. I'm like, we have 2 office buildings.
Witch.
But come on, really? The Colosseum is an ancient, it's an ancient building.
God.
The Eiffel Tower is a beautiful, and I was just being a 21-year-old brat who just got
Yeah.
back from Europe. I felt
Witch.
very bad about it. But the weirdest thing was that when I woke up
Witch.
my friend,
Yeah, witch.
I told him what was happening, and he didn't believe me. And I was pissed off that he wouldn't believe me. I'm like, put on the news and call me back. He turns on the news. The camera angle was right in front of Nuts About Nuts where we were sitting. And he called me back and
Never
was like,
forget
oh, what
nuts
the fuck?
about nuts.
What the
That stuck me.
But I think it was a little witchy. I think I had a psychic kind of
Yeah,
flash.
witch.
It's not. I'm not causing death and destruction. I'm just predicting it.
You're just a gal who's nuts about nuts.
I'm just a gal who's nuts about nuts.
Imagine but if you recognize, imagine trying to warn anybody. You'd be like, it's just you're a crazy person.
I'm a crazy person.
Nuts about nuts. You know, nuts about nuts.
All right, Laura. Okay.
I had a dream too, but it was cartoonish, and I had a dream
too. I had a crazy
You had a psychic
dream.
prediction dream of 9/11?
No,
Oh,
I had.
'cause-
All right, so I don't know. I probably told this story somewhere in the podcast, but
It's season 3.
when 9/11 happened, I was in college, and my alarm went off, and I was still sleeping. It was back with like a radio alarm clock, and it would go off, and it would just play what was on, and whatever radio station, and obviously everything. That's all it was talking about. So it was talking about everything going on, and I was like laying in bed, like half asleep, and I was having this crazy dream. I'll never forget. It was a very cartoony. It was Jim Carrey was in like this little like biplane. It was like comically small, and he was like going like and like doing like flips and slamming through buildings and going like, "Whoa!" It was like a trail. It was like Jim Carrey is off his nut.
Oh my
And
God.
it's like whatever, like, and he's just like, wow, like zany, zipping around a city and like smashing through buildings.
See,
and
you had a prediction dream too.
no, I was like, I heard it like with the radio going on, but like that's how my brain processed it. Half asleep. It was
Oh,
like
I
this
see.
crazy, like fake.
Oh, so that's
movie
not exactly.
trailer.
That's not
Yeah.
exactly a prediction.
No, but it was a weird, not a prediction, but like a weird dream. I was saying.
All right. It was
So
go-
instead
but it
of
was-
dream.
All right.
Yeah.
right,
I could have
right.
stopped 9/11.
I could have
Not
stopped.
good.
Listen,
If I would have just killed Jim Carrey,
if I would
I
have
gotta
had
go back in time and kill
direct
Jim
line,
Carrey.
a
It's like-
direct line to George Bush, if he only would have listened to me,
Yeah.
I could have warned him that two things were coming. I was on a hill in Pennsylvania. 2 cartoonishly sized missiles, one painted red, one painted blue, had United States of America written on them. They flew over my head and flew into a nuclear power plant in Pennsylvania. That was my dream. That was 2 weeks before 9/11. Right after 9/11 happened, I was like, that dream. It was United Airlines. The missile said United States of America. There was 2 of them. They flew into a nuclear power plant. That's where one of the planes in Pennsylvania was trying to get to. I'm pretty sure I'm a witch.
You're a witch.
But nobody will listen to me.
Well, we're listening.
If any
witch.
presidents are out there and they want me to call them with my dreams, if you're listening,
Mr. Biden, if you're
they could call in to Delora next time.
Delora.
I will give advice to ex-presidents, future presidents, laymen, civilians.
Former presidents.
Well, only the,
Wannabe
maybe not all of them.
Presidents of fan clubs and book clubs. And
You have to be the president. Yeah, your
associations,
class president.
chapters.
Right.
Anyone who seems presidential.
Yeah.
If you wear a certain striped red tie, like you wear a little button, a pin,
You
or
know, a
something.
flag pin. and-
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
pay more than $17 for a haircut.
If you're not a real president, you could pay like a copay, like or something.
Okay.
Oh, it is a non-presidential copay.
Yeah.
All right.
That's
That's-
not bad.
It sounds like a dream.
You heard it here first, folks.
I dream it, you hear it, you let me know if it comes true.
And then you live it.
And then you live it. If I dream it, you will live it.
All right. You have to keep a dream journal.
I do. I have dream journals from the past, and I have a whole ass dream journal in my phone. I got a lot of. I write them down when I have.
All right.
This is a
You could save
recurring.
the world.
I'm freaking you out. I know. I could tell. I'm freaking you guys the fuck out right now.
ugh.
Well,
Fucking witch.
we'll be back with some voicemails on the countdown to 9/11 special.
Burn her at the stake!
Oh,
She's a witch, I tell ya! A witch!
Let's sniff this week's voicemails.
Yes, hello, sirs. This is Shmeeves, the Jeeves calling in, and I just I wanted to go over just a few things here. Yes, you see, I have gotten myself settled in here to Slap Studios, and it's quite a nice place, I must say. Very nice, very nice.
Thank you.
And I have taken time to meet the new crew, and yes, you see, I know we have Schmergler. We have come to become, I guess you could call us friends now, yes. But he is very good
That's
at,
nice.
shall I say, acquisitions. Very nice, yes. Dandy, Dandy is, dandy. And Booby Waffles, yes, she buckles quite well. Yes, she does indeed, sirs. And, Slash, yes, Slash, she's my favorite. Yes, sir, she's my favorite indeed. But, you see, we are lacking one vital element in this establishment of ours. You see, as a butler, I must foresee the management of this facility, and I must say, sir, I am looking to hire a cook, and I am wondering if I mean, I must say I heard the last episode, and there is somebody who I was very interested in meeting. Oh, yes, I was, sir. So if you could get me the contact information for one, a Schmuck the cook, yes, I would be very appreciative. She has a certain skill set in which I am very interested in. I am indeed, sirs. But if you could just get me that contact information and slip it into the inbox in the butler's quarters, I would greatly appreciate it. Yes, sirs. Yes, sirs. Have a good day. And what is it? Oh, yes. Fit it where you shit it.
Wow. Well, first of all, welcome to the team. I'm torn on this, Laura. So you know this whole we had a cook that tried to kill us.
I know.
She's interested in him. We are not hiring her again. That's off the table.
Yeah, that's off the table. But
do we have any business telling him that he can't? It's a bit close for me.
as long as he doesn't bring her back here.
I think
Yeah,
some
but now-
boundaries. It's okay to set boundaries. It's important. You have to protect yourselves.
But she wanted to kill us, and he's
Right.
going to be hanging out with her, and then we're going to let him in here.
Yeah,
You think she's gonna try to recruit him into?
you should have
killing
had
us?
a whole. You should have had a whole piece of paper like you had to sign first. Like, what's that called? There's a word for that.
Yeah, but then there's all. I like things off. We do things off the books here.
See,
Yeah.
you don't involve me in these decisions. None of this would be happening.
No, there's no records here. There's no books.
We'll tell you what, Schmuck, if you're listening, let's just start here.
Yeah.
If you want to respond, you know how to respond. 781-POD-SLAP. That's 781-763-7527. We'll take it from there.
Yeah, because you're right. I don't feel comfortable.
Sharon,
Yeah.
just yet.
It's not. Yeah,
we got to
you
build
do
some
it.
trust here, and we got a long way to go.
Hey guys, it's Slash the Bounty Hunter.
Oh,
I've been away hunting a bounty, or 3, or 5. I'll never tell you how many people I've gotten.
Oh, jeez.
it's not over.
Anyway,
No.
I returned and found out that I am the Supervised Adventure podcast official bounty hunter.
That's right.
Yeah! Rock on, bitches. Fit it where you shit it.
But where shit it?
Thank
Congratulations.
you, Slash, the topless bounty hunter.
The topless bounty hunter.
I mean, congratulations.
What do you think?
I'm proud. I'm excited about this one.
I think it's 5.
You think it's 5?
I think it's 5. I think she took out 5. 5 unsavory characters.
If a bounty hunter was
she'll
going to
never
take
tell.
you in,
She'll
you
never
want-
tell you.
what do you prefer? Top on, top off?
Oh, top off.
Top off. Well,
Top
I think
off?
she uses it like.
That's how she gets you in.
Yeah,
right?
she like walks up and just boom and like flashes them, and they're real nice. It's a real.
And they're
nice
like,
setup,
oh, like
Yeah.
cartoon eyes.
too. Yeah.
Oh, cow,
It's like the set it to just one of the guys. Like the whole movie, she's dressed like a dude, and then she shows them, and they're beautiful. They're a real set of stunners.
And then she gets you. Bang,
Bang,
bing, bang.
and then you're
boom.
you're in Carbonite. You're in the back of her
and
ship.
you feel so silly.
Yeah. And that's why, like in Carbonite, everybody's like always like that with their hands up. They're reaching to grab those titties. It's the truth.
It's the truth.
I wouldn't lie to you.
It's the truth. Everything you hear here is like actually happening.
100%.
Really happening.
Ah, yes, sirs. Schmeeves the Jeeves. Slap Studios.
Wow.
We're the Suicide Chubs. We're ruling the clubs. Got my crew at my side, and we squashing them bugs. You might say that with us, but we just looking for love. We want nothing else but to give you some hugs. We got Dandy on Handy and Smuggler the Burglar. Slash the topless bounty hunter, Booby the Buckler. I'm Smeeves the G's, and I got what you need. You can leave it to me. This you better believe. We're the Suicide Chubs, ruling the clubs. Crew at my side, and we squashing the bugs. You might say that with us, we're just looking for love. We just want to give you some hugs. Moving up quick Now in the studios, team at my side, you can call us a Crudio. Serving up slap, we helping these dudios. My name is Smee the G's, and don't you be Rudio. Smuggler to burglar, no need to look further. Skirting all the laws, he's a rule hurdler. Booby, she buckles, and good for some chuckles. Talk a little shit, she got them brass knuckles. Slash made a splash, tits out, and the ass. Knives in her hand, she just looking to thrash. We got Dandy, Big Handy, dude is so randy. Lint in your belly, let him give you a handy with a suicide clubs. Crew at the side, and we squashing the bugs. You we just looking for love. We want nothing else to give you a hug. Ah, yes.
Wow.
Ha Schmeeves the Jeeves and the suicide chubs. Fit it where you shit it, boys. And always get it thicker.
What talent! What talent!
Wow.
Who gave you an unauthorized break to make that song?
Playing the drums in the studio.
That's what I want to know.
Without asking.
Fresh
Oh my
rhymes.
God.
Using the equipment. No. He was hired to do a job. I mean, I appreciate the rap.
2 voicemails.
I mean,
who allowed
Listen,
that break?
He's not 24. He has some time off every night. He has some time to himself. What are you, slave drivers?
Yeah, he's got a lot.
No.
He's got a lot of cat turds to fish out of.
Yes, he does. He wasn't driving a raccoon anywhere. He was nowhere to be found.
He was
He
off.
was cowering.
He was off.
No, he wasn't off.
Listen,
Where does he go?
He was off.
maybe-
Where
how-
does he go?
Maybe you should pay him a little bit more. He's got needs.
Oh, jeez.
We didn't have these.
He's not a
problems with our last
slave.
butler.
He's a butler.
Whose side do you want?
I'm just saying, you know what? Maybe I'm on the butler's side here.
He won you over with his
With his-
hipping and hopping.
That's what got me.
Man, that was an amazing song, Schmeeves. You know, it's an unauthorized break, but I guess all right.
Yeah,
we'll let
I gotta
this one,
give it to you.
We'll let this one slide.
Your lucky mom's here.
But next time,
Leave him alone,
I
Christopher.
charge you out of that
Christopher.
basement after hours. Oh, and happy birthday, Sir Van,
Oh, yes.
Yay.
The Dungeon Master himself.
Dungeon Master, Styles.
DNHBD.
Styles
Yeah.
of the Little Chub Club.
Yeah, that's right. He also puts together that Dungeons and Dragons podcast that's on our feed.
Yes.
Yeah, so check that out.
Very cool. Yeah, if you're in the Little Chub Club, or even if you go to YouTube and look for the Little Chub Club, you can find the first 2 episodes of the Dungeons and Dragons podcast.
Hot damn!
See some of the fun that happens at the Little Chub Club.
That's right.
There's a lot of different things happen. If you're into D&D, that's going on. If not, there's a whole bunch of other stuff.
It's like summer camp. There's all
It's like
different.
summer camp, summer nerd camp.
Yeah, there's different cabins, and like you can pop in one and they're talking about movies, movie spoilers, and you pop into another one and it's like real talk. We're gonna sit down and we're gonna talk. We're gonna talk it
We're gonna
out.
talk
We're
about
gonna
the
talk it
changes
out.
your body is going through
We're gonna
as a
show-
40-year-old man.
Yeah, we're gonna show a movie. We got movie nights.
Movie nights.
Yeah.
Styles does that too.
That's right.
He's like the cool camp counselor.
Counselor Styles.
Yeah, he'll
Oh
make
my
out with
God.
you on the last night.
Yeah. Yo.
Keep your mouth shut.
Camp Chubby.
Camp Chubby.
Come stay in my cabin, Camp Chubby.
Happy
Counselor Styles.
Happy birthday, buddy.
Happy birthday.
You're a sweetheart. I love you.
And here we come.
Here we come. Here we go.
Here we are. Here we will be. And as always, brought to you by eggdumpsoup.com.
Oh, that's
That's
look
right.
at that.
This is season.
Season 3.
It continues.
We're going strong. We're gonna keep going.
It continues.
It continues.
It continues.
The eggs, the dumps, the soups, all going strong. It's not going anywhere.
It's not
No.
going anywhere. It's here.
Staying,
Sticking around. Sticking to your insides.
That's right. You're gonna wear it.
Yeah.
You're gonna wear it to your in-laws this Thanksgiving, and you're gonna look real shitty in every picture. And your aunt's gonna put it all over Facebook, and everyone's gonna see what a piece of shit.
Fuck your aunt.
Oh,
I
they're
fuck
gonna
your
see
aunt.
I'll
it.
fuck your aunt.
I'll fuck your aunt.
Fuck your aunt.
That's it.
If you buy, I'll fuck your aunt.com. I'm not making any
It has
promises.
to be out there.
It's gotta be.
So no, fuck your aunt.
I bet there is. I can look
My
it up.
uncle owns it.
I'll fuck your aunt.net.
I'll fuck your aunt.edu.
I'll fuck your aunt.com. I'll let you know. I mean, I figure we're here. I fucked my aunt search. Oh, it's porn. Results
it's
for
porn.
fucking my aunt. But I am
think
just.
you were gonna get.
Oh yeah, I knew. What do I need to do to have sex with an auntie whom I have a crush? All right, I'm getting it. Wait, what if I'm
Oh, talk to
13
your
years
mom.
Well, if you
old?
spell ANT and it's like a Honey I Shrunk the Kids fan page.
Hey.
Wait,
Ooh.
what-
Honey, I
what-
Shrunk the Kids fan fiction.
One question is.
Yeah.
Whoa, man.
Oh, that exists.
Until that scorpion killed him and I cried. And then I slept in a Lego. Really happened.
I can't believe I just searched that. I fucked with my whole algorithm. Guys.
Oh my God! We're gonna look. Our
I did
phones
it.
are gonna look identical.
Shit.
All right, we
All
gotta
right.
go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
you.
all.
Thank you.
Hey,
Thank
yeah,
you
know
all.
Thank you,
what?
everyone.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you all. Happy birthday to some of you. And fit it where you should it.
To the rest of you. Good night.
Happy
Get away from my kid!